My name is Elena Shvab and I'm a hat designer based in London. Welcome to my studio. I'm very excited about this video today because I would like to share one of the hats that I've just finished making. It's this creation. And also, before I sent this hat to my client, I wanted to go live and record this video and talk about the importance of hat blocks and learning the skill and knowing the skill of creating your own hat blocks in order to create bespoke hats and hats that are part of your imagination, part of your client's imagination. And sometimes you can obviously find really amazing hat blocks online, or you can reach out to hat block maker. But sometimes you have this urge to make something right now, right here, and you can't wait another 2, 3, 4 weeks until the hat block is ready. Or you have the situation like I had a few weeks ago that I had a client approached me and said, well, I would like this hat. Can you make it for me? And obviously, such an amazing design. I couldn't say no, and it was quite a challenge to make this hat because in order to create this hat, I had to make a hat block. Making hat block is quite time-consuming process, and the different materials that you can use in order to make a hat block, depending on what particular shape you're going for. And this particular hat block that I made, the brim, I already had this shape, is made of polystyrene, is made of polystyrene, and the crown I made using styrofoam material. So let me show you the hat block that I made. It's this particular creation. It doesn't really look like a very complicated shape, but the most important part is to get the crown and the measurement of the hat size correctly. That's what I found really challenging, because when you have a piece of raw material and you need to carve the material into particular shape and size, that might be challenging and requires a lot of thinking, measuring, and being very careful not to overdo it. So it's very precise job, and also you need to have a particular skill set in order to make these hat blocks. So inspired by that, I decided to make a tutorial on how to make styrofoam hat blocks, and I'm going through logistics of how to create this hat, this workshop, and you know, all the step-by-step details. So it's informative and gives all important details, so you guys can also learn how to create hat blocks using styrofoam. So allow me a couple of weeks to think about that, and it will be on YouTube membership channel. On Member Plus, I will announce it very soon when I will finalize the details. But in the meantime, let me show you the creation, what came as an outcome of the crown and the brim. So this is made of polystyrene and this is made of styrofoam. Sort of like very similar materials in how to use them in order to make a hat block, but the styrofoam is they're still very different in how you work with these materials, and what tools you use and what material to use for particular shape that you would like to make. So let me put it aside, and I'm really excited about this shape. It's not very complicated in terms of making, but it turned out to be quite complicated in terms of creating exact shape that my client wanted, and to preparations of actually creating this hat, making the hat block. That took quite some time, and I will make a short video about the process of making. My studio was filled with styrofoam. I think I'm still finding styrofoam in all different parts of the studio. so it will take time to completely clean everything. So it's bigger than my hat size, but yeah, I think it looks really amazing. I really love the height. It's about 25 centimeters height. Enormous, beautiful shape. It's for the performance, obviously not for everyday wearing. It's a showstopper, that's for sure. Very amazing, beautiful shape. Not to be not noticed, let's put it this way. So I'm really pleased. And this Petersham ribbon is 5 centimeter tall, and the white brim finished with wire, and also Petersham ribbon to make a really nice and beautiful finish. And also I've created a lining underneath, so it looks even more glamorous and beautiful. I just need to stitch the elastic for the hat, so it is more secured on the hat, because the hat is supposed to be worn during the performance, so it has to be a very good fit during, you know, the most what do you call it, fun parts of of the action. And the material I used is wool felt. I love working with wool felt. It's really great material. It's easy to stretch. For the crown, I used a cone, like a smaller shape. And for the brim, a capline, a bigger shape of felt. And it turned out to be great. It was quite challenging to stretch cone over this shape, because it's very tall. So a lot of stretching and steaming was involved, and ironing and pressing at the end to make the crown look very flat and neat. I'm quite happy with the result. I can't hide it. I'm really excited. Anyway, because it is quite a long journey, so it took about a month and a half, I think, from start till finish, from starting making the hat block. And there were some mistakes that I've made, because I don't usually use styrofoam for hat block making. So it was the first time that I started using the material, and I needed to glue 2 parts together using different type of glues, which apparently melting the styrofoam. Yes, so I had to start the process all over and over again, and I had to use fillers to fill up the gaps that were created in the joints. So there were a lot of mistakes, but I did learn my lessons, and that's normal. That's quite a process of everyone who makes something for the very first time. And the more mistakes you make, the better you learn. And I think it's amazing when you can push yourself and challenge yourself and try creating amazing things without worrying, what if I make a mistake? What if it doesn't work? Well, if it doesn't work, then you'll think about it then. So let's figure out the problem as it comes, right? And so yes, my advice, challenge yourself in any process, in whatever you are about to start doing, millinery, crafts, life, starting new business, or, you know, starting new educational journey, everything. Just challenge yourself, and you'll see what amazing results you can achieve. And as an example, it's a small example, it's just a hat, but small example for philosophical subject, let's put it this way. Anyway, so let me show you other hat blocks that I have, that I made, and examples of hats that I created. Because when you starting out millinery, hat blocks is quite an expensive investment. I think we all know that. And learning how to make hat blocks, or just, you know, opening your mind and thinking of alternative materials that you can use to make hats is pretty much fun and important. So let me put this aside. So thank you, hat. And well, in the meantime, I would like to say hello to everyone and all your comments and kind words. There's a question, you sell these? Yes, I do. I sell the hats, not just the one that I showed, but many other hats, also making bespoke hats, like the one that I showed, helping to create beautiful hats that are part of my clients or my imagination. Beautiful. Thank you. Hello, Samuel. Hollywood Jules, dobro utro. If you'd pay me 10,000, I wouldn't wear it for a day. Well, that's absolutely fine, and I don't really have 10,000, so I think we all good with that. And hello. Well, that's quite offensive, but hi everyone, Miriam here from Cape Town. Hello Miriam, lovely to see you. Well, hello everyone again, and let's move on to other hat blocks and the hats that I've made. So this is one that is made of styrofoam. That's really great material, amazing to work with, and you can create really fine curves in order to create beautiful shapes and elements in hat block making. Also, a polystyrene is styrofoam. I'm always confused between these two, but they're very two different materials. This is much easier to curve. It's much softer than polystyrene and easy to make fine dents like here. So this is the hat that I've made. I've created the base using this hat block and decorated with quite a lot of, this is 3 meters of tulle. This is my new spring summer collection for Royal Ascot and special events, weddings, quite fun to wear. This is the hat when you don't really take yourself seriously, but you love to have fun and enjoy wearing beautiful hats. So this is the styrofoam, and this is another technique that I use to make hat block. This is carton and wire and a lot of layers of carton in order to make this shape. And this is the hat that I've made using this hat block. So you can see that the lowest part is right here where the pom-pom is, and this is the top. Also lovely hat. Apparently I do love tulle and pom-poms. I think it's very beautiful way of decorating your hats and make it less formal, I would say, but still for quite formal occasions. A little bit of glamour and fun for special occasions. Another hat block that I've made is used of buckram. This is a little bit time-consuming technique, even longer than creating a hat block using styrofoam. And it involves a lot of layers and little pieces stitched together of buckram and stiffened with a lot of stiffener. And at the end, it's quite hard shape, and you can use it for quite some time, quite solid hat block. Even though it's time consuming, it's a great skill to learn. And this is the hat that I've made using this particular hat block. That's another hat from my spring summer collection. Hat blocked of cinnamon straw and covered with satin fabric, and my signature design of twisted leaves made of bespoke fabrics, fabrics that I bond together using different materials, and also leaves with metallic foil, the technique that I absolutely love using. And I think you can find in most of my hats a touch of gold leaf here and there. I think it's really gorgeous. So that's buckram. And I want to show you one more hat block. also made of buckram, but this one is with the hat, a hat that is blocked, and it's ready to be removed. So this hat is in the process of making, but you can see a lot of pieces of buckram are stitched together. You can see all these stitches that I've made, and it's not just one layer, it's actually 3 or 4 layers of buckram stitched together. So you can imagine the quite a few meters of buckram in this hat block, but it's very solid and it serves me for quite a few years now. So I'm very happy with this shape. But when I made this hat block, it was for just, you know, to start out and to make quite 1 or 2 or 3 hats. Now I know this hat is the shape is very popular in my collection, so I will be making this hat block in wood because I know that I'm definitely going to use it a lot. And well, yes, so I think that's all I wanted to share today, the importance of hat blocks. You can use many different other tools that you find at home for hat making, as long as you can secure the material on this shape. You're good to go. You can start blocking and making beautiful hats. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to answer your questions and share my experience, give you any advice. If you would like to learn millinery in more details, feel free to join my YouTube membership channel. The link is in the description of this video. There are 2 options you can join as a member, which give you access to member videos and courses, and Millinery Plus. Member Plus, that's you get access to all the videos, including member-only live sessions that I arrange from time to time and share step-by-step of making hats, how to make flowers, how to block straw hats, how to block felt hats. So if you would like to learn, please join, and it also helps to support my channel and the work that I do here on YouTube for you mainly. And thank you for everyone, for all your comments, and for being with me on this live video. And I hope to see you soon. And obviously we'll share the results of this hat, which also has this part and these gorgeous flowers that I made from scratch. Well, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye, everyone.